Hello everyone, I'm Asha. I'm a non-native English speaker and an ESL teacher based in Poland. And in today's video, I want to discuss with you the psychological aspect of speaking English. I know most of you have these feelings when you practice your English all the time, you know all the grammar rules, however, you don't feel confident enough to speak in this language. And you might ask yourself where these fears come from. So I went through this, I know where these fears come from exactly, and I want to answer to this question in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. We want the world to see us perfect, and we constantly try to hide our imperfections. And the reason is we have the fear of being criticized. I had all these fears as well, like what if I mispronounce the word? What if I get stuck and can't support conversation anymore? What if I make a mistake? What would other people think if I make mistakes? And I realized that learning language is a process of making mistakes. So please stop caring about others' opinion. The moment when you realize that this is the solution, believe me, your language game gonna change immediately. So now I want that we dig deeper and talk about those people who like to criticize their surroundings all the time. Who these people really are. So I have divided them into 3 groups. First group, people who have nothing to do with English. And by the way, this is the biggest group. So they don't know the language. They don't know anything about the learning process you are going through. But as soon as they discover that you are learning English or you speak English, they feel more than responsible to ask you some questions and check your knowledge. So they can ask you some questions like out of blue, and even they won't understand the answer, they will criticize and they will discuss you with others all the time. So I can smell these people immediately. And as soon as they're trying to check me and ask me some questions, I don't feel uncomfortable to answer that I don't know and stop conversation. Listen, these people will never ever appreciate your achievements. So why would you like to waste your time and prove them something? Just ignore them. I think this will be the best solution for you. Ignore this kind of people. The second group, people who are learning English or who speak English more or less, and they have this inner battle that they want to show and prove everyone their language knowledge, in this case English. And this kind of people like to use English words randomly, and they really like to use the situation and ask questions to those people who are just beginners or even don't want to learn English at all. Like they ask questions in English and make fun from it. And they will try like, ha ha ha, who are you? You don't know anything in English. Oh, guys, I have the exact same question to you. Who are you? Why do you think that you have right to judge others? Please. Remember, when you judge others like you are judging yourself first. Stop it, please. It's not nice. So next category, last category, teacher mindset people. I call them like this. This can be teachers themselves or just a person who likes to correct others' mistake all the time. So imagine you are having conversation with someone, like you are telling them about your trip or I don't know, your day, and they interrupt you and correct your mistakes, your grammar mistakes, like all the time. Would you feel comfortable? I think no. Like guys, when we speak in our native language, like Armenian, Polish, I don't know, wherever you come from, Remember that we are not perfect. We do lots of mistakes. We use words that no one can find even in dictionaries. So why do you think that people who speak in foreign language should be absolutely perfect? Of course, no. They just want to be understood. And if they made a mistake that you believe that you have to tell them about it, find another way to correct them. Don't interrupt them all the time and correct immediately. It's not nice. I think that no one will feel comfortable to have conversation with this kind of people next time. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about the situations when you are learning like academic English. Of course, in this case, your teachers have to correct you because maybe you are getting ready for an IELTS exam. Sure, they have to correct all your mistakes, but I'm talking about like everyday real life conversations. Yeah. Stop correcting others and trying to point out their mistakes all the time. I think it's not a good mindset. So before I will conclude this today's video, I want to remind those people who are in the process of learning English that no one is perfect, and it's not an easy thing to try to introduce yourself perfectly all the time. It is better to face your imperfections and try to work on it. And I want to ask you all one question, including me. Why do we all choose attack and judge others instead of supporting them when they are going through this process? Please, every time when you are in the mindset of judging or criticizing someone else, think about this question. So thank you very much for watching my today's video. I hope that you like it. I hope that you will be more confident next time, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.